Hello everyone. So let's talk about a bit of myself before we get into my part of the talk. So as you see in the description that I am a versatile artist in Brunei. My mainly focus is doing fan arts and then posting them on social media. So let's get into my art right away. So as you can see, there are like three pieces of my artwork having the same aesthetic or type of way I do my coloring in my work. So yeah, I'll talk a bit about my art. So my art is based on color schemes that I find online and learn about in YouTube, and from there I just learn how to draw the characters I love and I admire, and then apply those color schemes into the characters. Maybe like a mix and match, blend them a bit together, and then boom, I have my finished artwork over there. So let's get into that more. Yeah. First of all, I am a person with an active imagination, like active like 24/7. Maybe every time I'm awake, my brain is just active. I think it's normal, I guess, for me, but I think it's my own purpose. So let's dive into it more. Um, every time I go out, I think out of the ordinary, something like extraordinary. I could think, I see a cat, and then what is my head right now is a jetpack. So that cat has a jetpack, flies away, and I'm questioning everything why that cat has a jetpack. Um, Also, some other cases that I go out cases what I go to the mall. I see a lot of people, and then I assume that they're aliens because they're talking in a language that I cannot understand. Some of them are actually speaking like Chinese, and then that Chinese is different from what I've learned from school. So I think I assume that they are technically aliens. So and then I imagine them suddenly becoming aliens, like having their faces change, and then I'm just freaked out and don't run away. Yes, I run away if I think the weirdest. So yeah, I'm a person with an active imagination. I think a lot, and that's why I talk very quick, I guess. So let's talk. Since you know that I'm an active imagination person, the main point. Let's talk about my fan art thing. So let's talk about these 2 points that I have in store for us. So they are indulge in my favorites and be a part of a big community. Drawing something that you adore may help you pop out ideas. As I continue drawing, I could think of 2 or 3 things that would look cool. So to put it this way, I am like when I draw what I like, it's not always the exact thing I'm drawing. So like let's say I draw a person on a skateboard. So I might not only draw a person on a skateboard, I might also draw like a person with a fantasy feel. Like let's say I'm drawing a person on a skateboard and then oh, a dragon just came in mind. So I just draw a dragon. That's it. So here I'm gonna show an example. Here's my character I choose, the little Bobo boy here. If there's no Bobo boy, if so, let's go to the next slide. All right, this is actually one of my artworks I made. Same concept, Bobo Boy Frostfire, the one in the last slide, but just I took like the design of the Muslims attire and then combined it with the Frostfire attire, and there you go. I'm 2 objects combined to one. All right, next slide. All right. We have a quote right here. I love it. It looks okay. This is a quote that I usually get when I post artwork to any of my social media accounts. So the main word I usually get here is like, oh, it's so pretty, it's so marvelous, so well done. It looks anything that coincides with the word marvelous, I guess. So yeah, being a part of a community who likes drawing is very awesome. You guys, if you any artists are out there in here the room, you guys should feel free to actually join any art communities. It's very awesome. It's like every day it's full surprises. I don't know. It's like this one time I got a birthday gift, not a physical one, but a digital one for being a digital artist. Happy birthday, Aiman! And they all sent, and it's like Bobo Boy, Bobo Boy, Bobo Boy. It's the thing I love, and it's just drawings. It's like giving something. It's like giving a birthday present. It's because you don't know that person that much, but they still give you a present. It's like that's the feeling of community. They give. It's like a birthday party every day. All right, so let's go to the next slide, I guess. I have not much to say. And this is a blank slide. Oh, and let's go to the next slide. All right, I'm just gonna emphasize this reading comics. So I'm gonna put 3 things about reading comics. Number one is how they are very, very important to me and to anyone else who wants to start drawing. Number 2 is how they are inspiring to me. And number 3 is how these comics actually relate to some things that I should imply to life. Okay, number 1 is that how these comics actually help me process my art is that I read these comics like almost every day to first of all to check my anatomy. Like if you can see there are like superhero characters over here, like with different types of body shapes. From there, I'm actually learning anatomy. That's why being an fan art artist is like learning biology, but the outside. Despite me being a physics student, I actually have to learn biology, like how's the volume of the chest and how the capacity of how much water I must put into a glass. I actually have to learn that. Surprisingly, I didn't thought that learning biology was that important to drawing comics, especially in anatomy. All right, that's my first point. Second point is that how is these comics inspiring to me? So oh yeah, here's the slide. So I have this comic slide up here. This one up here in the bottom corner up, I guess. And here's my own art right here. It's actually a redraw of this one. So from there, it's like, oh, this post looks cool, so I should just draw it. And then that's that. I just draw it. And then my third point, I guess it's oh yeah, it's how these comics actually relate a lot to me. Like how I see comics is that they're a story of someone, mainly a main character, but you can think of them as you. Like the main character can be you, just that you have to like think of it of you exploring the world around you, you exploring what is bad and what is good, what's good and what's evil. And then from there, that's how I actually learn environmental art, like how you draw surroundings. You have to be in that person's point of view. If you were in a great canyon, how would you see it? It's like you're down below and there's like blue sky and everything else. That's how I actually learn environmental art. Yeah.